The federal government has expressed readiness to maximize the benefit of unmanned air car, popularly known as drone, for the development of nation's aviation sector. Minister of State for Aviation Hadi Sirika, who stated this after a meeting between acting President Yemi Osinbajo and the leadership of the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO), took time to expatiate on the benefit of the use of drones, noting that the initiative will contribute to safety of airspace in the country.
Nigeria is going to benefit immensely through this symposium. We have created awareness, and we would use the outcome of the symposium to be able to regulate more efficiently the use of unmanned air vehicles. For sure, we are not going to over-regulate, but also for sure, we will do regulate so that we will remain safe and secure, and then make the industry much more efficient, and then tap from the good uses of drones. You've seen during the symposium how you can use drone to send blood samples, or to rescue someone with a heart attack, or to deliver pizza, or to take aerial photography, and so on and so forth. These are some of the benefits of unmanned air vehicles. And then they carrying out this symposium here in Nigeria is to create further awareness and then to help enrich us in our efforts to regulate the industry to make it more safe and secure and more efficient.
While speaking on the negative aspect of unmanned drones, Sirika maintained the government will ensure strict regulation to guide against misuse.
Well, the dangers, we hope that by regulating we will eliminate the dangers. For example, if one unmanned air vehicle is capable to carry out or to carry loads, you could think of them carrying a kilogram or two of bomb, and then with GPS and remotely piloted from a bedroom, they can go and be dropped somewhere over a crowd, wherever it may be. And these type of symposia would now share ideas and come up with solutions on the good uses of drones, and then of course curb those bad uses of drones.
Speaking earlier, the president of the International Civil Aviation Organization, Olumuyiwa Aliyu, said they were in the villa to appreciate the support of the Nigerian government for the organization.
We're here to express appreciation to His Excellency Mr. Acting President for the fact that Nigeria is hosting the very important event we have on remotely piloted aircraft system, and also to express our appreciation to the government for the investment and the support that is being given to aviation development in Nigeria, which by extension is supporting development of aviation in Africa and globally. And for Nigeria being a very responsible member of the International Civil Aviation Organization. I'm also here to express the support that ICAO intends to continue to provide to Nigeria in its aviation development, and to urge government to put aviation as the cornerstone of the national development.
The Nigerian Aviation Minister said the acting president is in full support of the initiative. From Abuja, I am Festus Ejiroge Nefife for Ben Television.
The Nigerian Senate has embarked on measures to tackle the menace of smuggling in the country, as Senate President Bukola Saraki described smuggling as the greatest threat to economic drive of President Muhammadu Buhari administration. Saraki said this at a public hearing on campaign against smuggling put together by the Senate Committee on Custom in Abuja. He said the issue of smuggling must be tackled head-on for the country to move forward.
The singular greatest threat to our economy is this issue of smuggling. The singular greatest threat to the success of our government is this issue of smuggling. The singular greatest threat to the deliverance of the promises made by our President Buhari on the diversification of the economy, on the stimulation of agricultural product, is the issue of smuggling. The level of smuggling that we're seeing cannot and will definitely rubbish all the policies of government. And I'm saying that with all sincerity and all level of responsibility. And I'll tell you why. Today, the greatest threat to smallholder farmers is smuggling. Those who are today farmers who have gone to take loans, either from central bank intervention or from commercial banks, are being threatened by rice coming in across the borders at subsidized price. The meaning of that is that the imported rice will always be cheaper than those produced by our farmers.
Chairman of the Senate Committee on Customs, Senator Hope Usodima, said the Senate will not give up on the fight against smuggling.
No serious legislation will sit supine while smugglers are allowed to ravage the economy and deny the government whole sums of legitimate revenue. This Senate is determined to put an end to this smuggling malady, and this investigation is designed just to facilitate that. For the avoidance of doubt, smuggling is a major threat to the economy. Those who may imagine that this is an exaggeration should do well to refer to a recent report of the World Bank on smuggling in Nigeria. The report was unequivocal in stating that an astonishing $5 billion or 1.45 trillion naira worth of different goods are smuggled into Nigeria annually.
The representative of Customs at the public hearing pledged that the service will cooperate with National Assembly on the campaign against smuggling.
Just last week, Friday, Nigeria Customs Service received a letter of invitation from this Honorable House of Representatives Committee on Customs on allegation that Customs raided a warehouse somewhere in the Iroko site. Based on that, the summon now is that Customs are raiding illegally. So we are just in the middle. We try to do the best we can, and then people see it somehow. All the same, we will do our very best. We have also had the distinguished senator giving us places. And before the CG left here, he counseled us that, look, open up your ears and be as open and frank as possible and do the needful. So we are not going to relent. We have heard him, and definitely we are going to take action within the ambit of the law. We are allowed by law to search and equally raid places where we suspect uncustom goods are being kept.
So what's the constraint?
So, no, the constraint is that, one, intelligence has to be there.
He's giving you one.
And we are going to act on it.
Okay.
We'll do our best.
Mr. Chairman.
Sir.
From National Assembly Nigeria, Muiwa Bamdele reporting.
Lovely place, right?
Yes.
What's wrong? You don't look happy.
Take a look around. Why can't my hotel be like this?
I knew something was wrong, but I've got solution.
Solution? What?
Nanet.
Nanet?
Nanet offers you design solutions, building plans and construction, furnishing and equipping, financing, management, audit services, and many more services for a better hospitality business. Nanet, service with a smile.
Executive Director, Civil Society Legislative Center, Awa Rafsanjani, says 2014 rebasing of the nation's economy has triggered withdrawal of international donations from Nigeria. He stated this in Abuja at the workshop organized for members of the National Assembly on understanding Nigerian lower middle income status and unlocking potentials for local resources mobilization for social sector. Rafsanjani expressed worry over the development and said that Nigeria was witnessing a downward trend in donor resources as typified by the recent withdrawal of financial support by the European Union.
We want to see how legislators and the policymakers from the executive arm of government work collaboratively together to address these fundamental gaps and be able to harness local resources to finance critical sector in our country, so that even if the foreign aid disappeared, Nigeria will be able to mobilize local resources to finance key social sector that could be financed by internally in the country.
Director General Budget Office Ben Akaboze and other speakers at the event said the workshop was used to discuss issues of social sector since 2014.
Basically show that we align ourselves with the objective of this. It's a very useful discussion, as Dr. Mandara said. It's a discussion that should have happened earlier, but as I say, always better late than never. So it's very important discussion.
We should be able to learn so many aspects of how do we encourage or how do we require that our economic development is going on, and at the same time we should be able to also realize, because we still have some other lecturers that are supposed to deliver some papers on this very important workshop. So I believe that the members of the National Assembly, and in conjunction with the Appropriation Committee and Finance Committee and SDG, we shall be able to provide a good atmosphere for the citizens of this country in terms of healthcare delivery system.
Also, a solution will be offered on the best way to handle some of these challenges, and at the same time, you see, it creates more synergy, because the executive arms are here, the legislators are here, and we are going to, at the end of the day, identify some of the key areas where we have challenges and be on the same page.
They called on federal government to manage whatever resources it had for the good of the larger majority of its citizens. In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
Acting President Yemi Osinbajo Monday met behind closed doors with the international child rights activist Malala Yousafzai at the presidential villa, Abuja. Malala Yousafzai, who says she is in Nigeria to further the advocate for girl child education, urged the Nigerian government to declare a state of emergency in the education sector to salvage some of the challenges currently bedeviling the sector.
I highlighted a few issues. The first one was to ask the government to declare a state of emergency for education, because the education of Nigerian girls and boys is really important, and the states, the government, the federal government and the local government, they all should be united for this. Secondly, the spending, it should be made public, and thirdly, the Child Rights Act should be implemented in all states. So this was my three-point ask, and I was really happy to hear positive response from the acting president that they are happy to ensure that they are happy with the suggestion of implementing emergency and for education, and that they are happy to work more on education, that they are united. And I'm really happy to hear positive responses from the ministers as well, that they are ensuring that education is prioritized and that every girl's and every boy's education in Nigeria is given priority.
Malala, who visited former President Goodluck Jonathan in 2014 to appeal for the release of the Chibok girls, said she was excited to see some of the girls who have been rescued from the custody of their captors.
In the morning, I met Chibok girls, and I was very happy the work that Honorable Minister is doing to support the Chibok girls, and I'm really excited to see them going back to their homes and to their families and continuing their education. But I hope the other girls who are still under the abduction, that those Chibok girls and all other girls who are under the abduction of Boko Haram are released.
It will be recalled that Malala Yousafzai is that Pakistani girl that was shot by a Taliban gunman in 2012 who attacked her for trying to go to school. Presently, she is the youngest ever Nobel Prize winner in the world. From Abuja, I am Festus Ejiroga Nefifen for Ben Television.